Oof.
Guys,
You know what that chime means that didn't sound?
may I shoot the hose at you, neighbor? Welcome aboard to the show, to the SonsOfVidya show.
Guys, we got another groin-grabbingly good podcast this week.
Groin-grabbingly. Guys, I would argue that it is our most sexy...
Groin-grabbingest?
Oh, sorry. Our most sexy podcast ever, but also the most groin-grabbing. It depends on if you're into groin-grabbing. I'll tell you that. Guys...
They don't look too kindly on that in some sports.
Like what?
Dude, you know the manager of the Gooding Juniors, he got suspended for groin grabbing.
See, that's the thing that isn't really fair because he started out in handball, so you can't really give him any crap for that.
Yeah, I had heard that.
You know, you play handball for 20 years, then you become a coach of a football team. It's you forget that it isn't part of the rules.
Dude, real talk.
What?
Did you hear that there's talk about the
English football team?
Yeah, there's an NFL
football team in London.
Yeah, an NFL affiliated football team.
Why not? We already say we're the
Dude,
world
okay.
champions and stuff. You know.
Okay, real talk.
Okay.
What's the name of the team?
Oh, dude, did I ever tell you about that
Yeah,
English team
Rippers.
that's legitimately the London Rippers?
They're the Rippers.
Yeah, it's a baseball team. It's awesome. Okay,
Here's what I'm thinking: the London Redcoats.
It's too obvious, dude.
Dude, that's why it works.
Dude, come on, we can do better than that.
Okay.
Well, the thing that would be cool about that would be you'd have Patriots against Redcoats.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
that's just obvious.
But that's not.
You got a built-in rivalry there.
Yeah, no, that's really actually kind of sweet. The Queens, is that good?
Yeah.
Or the Kings?
What about the Churchills?
Yeah, that's pretty good. You can really name it. You can name them the Spitfires. That'd be neat.
That actually would, or the Hurricanes.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
The Big Bens.
You
could try.
I don't like that as much.
The Princess Kates. You want to think about that?
The Royal Babies.
The Queen Marys. The Royal Babies is pretty funny.
Thank you. I thought so too.
Guys, we're only talking about England because our own effing government shut down.
Yeah, it was weird. I went to the Capitol building the other day. There was a "Sorry, we're closed" sign there.
All over it.
It was almost out of a cartoon.
It's like it's a no-fly zone because of how big that sign is. The thing is, guys, you probably have heard on the news, the Sons have built a Capitol building directly next to the other one.
Yeah, well...
I wanted to actually put it so close that they couldn't open the door to the first one, but they for some reason
couldn't.
There was a zoning law. Yeah, we couldn't do that for some reason.
Well, the thing is, we decided, we sat down, Tom C. and I, and we said, look, how are the Sons going to solve what is obviously a Sons-related problem?
Yeah.
Because that's all problems that has to do with us.
Yeah. Because it's a problem,
and our solution
will solve it.
Was substitute government.
Mm-hmm. That's what I called it.
Yeah. So, well, here's the beauty of it. Like a substitute teacher, we're just going to play games.
You guys,
we brought candy, and we're going to play games for until lunch.
Yes, you're going to give us the taxes. No, there won't be representation, but yes, there will be Heads Up 7-Up.
Absolutely, there will be Heads Up 7-Up.
Oh, what's this? It's Thursday. Time for a movie. Do you want to see the Romeo and Juliet with the boobs? Because that's what we're doing today.
With the boobs or with the Leonardo's DiCaprio's?
No, we're not doing that one. Because that one doesn't have Olivia Hussey.
Yeah, but that's what the girls like, the Leonardo's.
Oh, that's true. Girls like Olivia Hussey, too.
I don't think anyone aside from you know who Elizabeth Hussey is.
Dude, that movie's actually like one of the more standard versions.
I know, but I don't know that anyone could name the Juliet in that movie.
Olivia Hussey.
Aside from you, that was what I just said, man.
Guys, whatever. The point is, yeah, guys, we're not making new rules because we're a substitute.
No, we're here to.
We're not even really enforcing the old ones.
No, that's like
because we're a substitute.
Like a true substitute. Our job is to make sure that nobody hurts themselves until the real government comes back.
Yeah, our job is to make you sit in your seat.
Yeah,
maybe talk a little bit more, but not that much more.
If you want, you can just do homework. That's
I'll give you a worksheet. Is that cool?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Since we're the cool substitute government, the other government gave us a worksheet to give to you.
Oh, it's due later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
totally.
don't have to have it tomorrow.
No way. Come on. No way, Jose. You don't have to bring that in today. What's that? You had a big report due today? Well, your government can't make it, so you don't have to turn that in yet.
We're not qualified to grade it, so
you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me your dog ate it.
Yeah.
He don't worry about it. It's cool. And guys, we only ask to be paid double.
Yeah.
Because substitutes, as you know, get paid more than regular teachers because their work is
they're teachers. They're teacher/guns for hire.
Yeah, absolutely. They're like they're doppelsoldners. They get paid double.
Tals teach Lars.
Yeah, they get whatever the German word for teacher is.
Yeah.
They get paid double because their work is so dangerous, being on the front lines of substitute teaching.
Teaching, yeah.
They got to go into wherever. They're the forlorn hope of the teaching community.
I think Teachers Without Borders is an actual thing.
Maybe.
I would assume so, right?
Right?
That seems like a thing.
Let's start it, if not. And,
Yeah.
right. Guys, we're taking back the government idea. We're instead becoming teachers in an actually
Teacher
charitable.
mercenary.
We're actually being a charitable organization.
Yeah. We're gonna
For the rest of the show, we're going to only teach you about things.
We're going to jokingly go to impoverished areas and teach
Hold
them
on.
Teach them necessary life skills.
As a joke, we're going to go teach
as a
them.
joke.
Hold on. Has anyone ever thought of substitute Teachers Without Borders? Because that's much funnier.
Well, you have to have Teachers Without Borders first.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Well, no, that's not true. Because imagine...
Dude, when the substitute teachers would have a job every day.
Shut up. Let me get this joke off. Imagine you're some kid in like in Africa.
Right.
Your teacher doesn't come into work because of piracy.
Of course.
What are you going to do?
Number one reason for tardiness.
Teachers Without Borders, a highly trained professional is going to airdrop into your village via a C-47.
Of course.
And plop in right there and hand out all the worksheets that are due next week.
Dude, I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think that's what we should really devote our time to.
It's like the Peace Corps, but better. But also, it's like Doctors Without Borders, but better.
Exactly.
We really nailed it this time, guys. This is what happens when you let us alone for Tom, 6 minutes.
Tom, that sounds like that's going to take a long time to come to fruition. What are we going to do to pass the time?
Guys, we're going to have sex with computers.
All right.
Wait, hold on. We're not going to. We all know that I'm so handsome that computers come to me for sex.
Yeah, which is really weird.
Yeah, it is weird. It's really a problem.
I feel like
whenever I go to Best Buy, I'm basically going to get arrested. Now, the thing is, guys, robosexuality is a real thing. It's going to be really real soon. But what I mean specifically is, now that we have things like the Oculus Rift coming out, I've already seen gameplay demos of a Japanese developer making a hentai game for it.
Which seems obvious.
It seems obvious, right?
There was a Penny Arcade strip I saw where the guy with the Tico character, he had an Oculus
Tycho Brahe.
He had an Oculus Rift on, and Gabe comes up and he's like, "Are you having sex with someone with the Oculus Rift?" And he's like, "Not with someone, with something." And he's like, "Are you having sex with a motorcycle?" "Yeah, I am." It makes me laugh.
Guys, this is what we're going to talk about this
sex
episode.
With motorcycles.
So if this is a squeamish topic to you, please go out the door.
And it's not supposed to be a joke. It's supposed to be a real, frank discussion.
We're not gonna be gross or anything, but
No.
it's something that it's gonna happen now when we need to talk about it, because now that there's a legitimate virtual reality helmet, this is obviously a step that people are gonna want to take. This.
Yeah, it's something, as you said, that's already being worked on.
It's already being worked on.
Obviously, why wouldn't you already work on that?
Yeah. My question to you, D. Marx, is it wrong? My answer is, of course, no.
Why would it be wrong? What's
There's
wrong
going to
with
be
that?
a lot of people in the future who are going to be like, in the future, meaning like in a year, who are like, this is a waste of technology. These people are wasting their time, or like, these people are gross and disgusting because they need this to do this.
They already say that about people who use the internet to masturbate, which is everyone.
Just everyone.
Which is everybody, including themselves.
But you're going to see more things coming to fruition that are.
You're talking like more peripheral.
I'm talking marital aids
Yeah.
that you put on your computer that do some of the work for you, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, no, I see your point.
And the question is, you're going to have. Here's what I was this is what I was thinking about alone by myself, is that you're going to have people coming up soon who are literally only interested in that.
Dude, you have people like that already.
I know, but you're going to have people who can actually get that kind of satisfaction from their own computer, from these kind of things, and they're going to prefer that. A real life robosexual, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
And like, should those people be ashamed of that kind of thing? I say no. I say no.
No, because it's nothing. It's no weirder than any other fetishes that I've ever seen out there.
Dude,
And
but
in fact, it's less weird than some of them.
it's not. I'm not saying as a fetish. I'm saying they're going to be. You know how people are asexual.
Yeah.
You're going to have people who are just interested in this. They're not going to procreate. Their whole life's going to be doing that.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are people who like their only sexual like enjoyment comes from balloons or whatever. So those people aren't going to breed because you can't have balloon babies.
Well, see, if the balloon
Don't
lobby,
tell me that we're working on balloon babies. 'Cause I don't want to hear it.
That's what I was gonna say. If the balloon lobby was as technologically advanced as the video game lobby, we would. Okay,
So you can't have video game babies.
not yet, but we're gonna get there, dude. We're gonna get there.
That would be an uncomfortable future.
Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. There's been porn games for as long as there's been video games.
Yeah, like there was that Custer's Last Stand game
for Atari 2600.
Yeah,
and I mean, I don't know how anyone could have enjoyed that kind of thing back then, but
dude, it was. I mean, it's the spectacle, I guess.
But people really used it.
Well, I mean, like it's kind of like when certain people were kids, and you had the fuzzy channels.
Yeah,
I think that was the fuzzy channels of video game. You know?
You think so?
Yeah, I think you kind of had to make do with what you had. Mm-hmm. So you just kind of like
your brain filled in the gaps.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at.
Right,
clumsily.
And there's going to be a time when the video games are going to be.
The brain doesn't have to fill in no gaps.
Yeah, it's going to be right there, dude. Like it's going to be easy. It's going to get there in like 5-10 years max.
Okay, Tom. Here's a real question.
Okay, give me it.
It's 15 years from now.
Okay, the world is definitely over.
The world is destroyed, but the parts that aren't destroyed, technology has come so far. Would you be interested in trying like a neural interface so that like imagine you're wearing your Oculus Rift, right?
Right.
And it's in your eye face.
Mm-hmm. The eye brain is what you're talking about.
Exactly. You put your hand out there and there's a puppy in front of you and you pet that puppy.
And it feels like a puppy.
You're getting puppy sensations.
You're talking like a Ghost in the Shell style, plug it into the back of your neck.
Yeah, exactly. It interfaces with your neurons to give your brain the sensation
like
that you're interacting
feeling
with an object.
Which I feel is a real thing that will happen.
Oh, absolutely.
It's totally
they're already experimenting with stuff like that.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer to me that's going to happen. I am not interested in that.
I was about to say, but the question was, would you personally go for something like that?
That idea is a little scary to me. As a man who does not enjoy having his brain function differently than normal, that idea would not be interesting to me. It's interesting, but it's not something I would do.
Okay.
What about you?
I probably would. It depends how cheap neural interfaces are.
That's true. Whenever they plug that wire into Motoko Kusanagi, I get a little skeeved out. I don't want any male Y-jacks in my back, you know? What am I? I'm straight. I can't do that.
Dude, don't label yourself.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the future will be so different it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm talking. This is the like it's the time when it's just something that happens. Like everybody gets it because it's extremely affordable and remarkably safe.
Well, unfortunately, it won't be common to it won't. That's never how it's going to be to us because we weren't raised in that society, you know.
Yeah, but
even if it's widespread, we're still going to have this weird feeling because we're going to be old dudes by then.
I would get it. I don't know what your problem is.
Because it'd be scary,
dude. But you've got older generation adults like baby boomers who are adapting technology just as easily as we are.
That's true.
So I don't see why we have to have the same hangups,
dude. What you might not know is I really don't like the idea of being cut open in any regard for any kind of thing. The idea of like surgery bothers me. It's just gross,
dude. But it's like by then robots are going to be doing it.
I know, but it's still scary to me. It's just because I have a weird thing where I don't like.
Dude, but here's the thing: they could Oculus Rift you having different sensations while you're getting surgery, so you wouldn't even know what's happening.
See, that's awesome sounding, but in reality, it's scary because they could do whatever they want.
You could be like
I'm a control freak. You know that.
Incepted.
Get double, triple incepted.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. It's the future. It's gonna happen. This stuff, like it is.
Yeah, guys. This is not science fiction. This is science possibility.
It's science, maybe nonfiction.
Yeah, because I mean, you're gonna see the advent of like cyborgs. I'm not talking like death cyborgs, but you're gonna see the advent of cyborgs within 2 decades.
We already have some.
Yeah,
people who have augmentations.
Guys, look up the works of Kevin Warwick. He's a researcher from, I think, Johns Hopkins. But he's like the leading guy when it comes to cybernetics and cyborgs and stuff. I think he's the first cyborg because he implanted a LoJack chip into himself.
Yeah?
Yeah, so he's like the first cyborg.
Dude, people like cyborgs. On Reddit, like, recently, there was this very popular chick. She just has not cybernetic, what is it called? An arm. A prosthetic arm.
Yeah.
That, like, is super good, and she like shot bow and arrow with it, and she was like famous on Reddit for 2 days.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It was cool, and like everyone loved her because it's a really neat thing. But that idea is scary to me. But I don't need a new arm. I'm a humanist. That's my problem.
Dude, but you wouldn't want to Adam Jensen it at least a little
No,
bit?
I wouldn't want Adam Jensen.
Okay, what if
I'm going to die? Then yes, I'll Adam Jensen.
What if they're bioorganic replacements? What if they're basically that? What if they can inject a syringe into your arm, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And over the course of like a few days, your arm just gets replaced with biomechanical tissue. So it gives you a super arm, but you don't have to go through any surgery or anything. It just nanomachines go into your body and rebuild it from the inside out.
Depends on how safe it is. I mean, I guess I'm sure I would eventually get over it. You're right,
because that's like my secret super science fiction dream that I want is to be able to create the mechanical equivalents of a sperm and an ova, and essentially create bioorganic robots that can.
Mimic it.
Yeah, whose nanomachines self-replicate and function as a zygote, essentially, and become like a full-grown, become a human being through cellular mitosis, but through a
mimicking of it through computer technology.
With nanomachines, exactly.
Yeah, we all know that's your crazy mad scientist dream.
But I think it's possible.
I think it'll happen.
Yeah.
Dude, because that future is closer than you think. And it's scary, but not scary too. I hope I get to see it. That's the real thing.
Yeah, I think by the time you and I are ready to die,
I'm never going to be ready to die. That's the problem.
Well, by the time you and I are close to death, this world will be totally. The fact that people lived like this will be totally beyond comprehension.
No, I believe it, dude.
Because here's the thing: we're probably not going to we could easily not die for another 100 years.
Dude, I'm scared that I'm banking on being able to be immortal when I'm old.
Dude, but that's the thing. Like, so many people are so sure that, like, within 50 years...
Dude, I'm like, we gotta have something by then. But I'm sure that's what every single person who was ever alive said. They're like, this year we got the crossbow. I'm sure they're gonna get that, fountain of youth soon.
Dude, I don't think so. Because, like, there's been no period of technology... There's no period of human history that has been... so off the wall ridiculous that we're living right now.
Yeah, with technological advancements.
Yeah,
because think about it. 200 years ago we didn't have trains. 100 years ago we didn't have cars. 50 years ago we didn't have the phone. Not 50. 50 years ago we didn't have internet, obviously. But that thing keeps ramping up in incredible technologies.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and as far as medical concern,
yeah, and if you look at like graphs that have put like technological advancement into perspective on like a chart. It's like, and then like when it goes to the 50s, like whoop,
dude.
Just the past 50 years has been unprecedented leaps and bounds of technology.
Dude, what
is the answer? Aliens? Yes.
No, it's ancient aliens.
Well, yeah.
No, what if something happened like a third world war that completely stopped that level of progression? How much would that suck for everyone? Because we're like so close to some kind of magic golden age of humanity.
I don't think that anything could cause it to plateau. It would either cause it to go down or go up.
Well, if we had a serious, massive war,
that would send everything back a long time because that war would be bad.
That would be really bad. Guys, let's hope for never-ending peace. Guys, if you had a genie, what would you wish for? I'd wish for a car that didn't use gas.
I would wish for a jetpack that was safe and also didn't use gas.
Actually, no, sorry. I'd wish for infinite gas and that no one else could have it. And then I could sell it for infinite money. That's how you beat the genie system.
Why wouldn't you just wish for infinite money right off the bat?
Because then I wouldn't have all this gas.
But you'd have infinite amounts of money that you could use to buy infinite amounts of gas.
I've thought it through a little bit. It's more useful to have something you can sell. Also, I want to swim in oil for 20 minutes before I die.
I was going to say, so you can pretty much immediately die?
Actually, no. Here's what I want.
Okay.
I want to swim in the oil, and then someone lights it on fire. Because I want to see what that would be like. But only after we get immortal through technology.
Well, there's a difference between being immortal and being invincible.
Yeah, but if we have this biomechanical nanomachines that make your arms turn into robots, then we're good.
That's true.
Dude, I'll have one of those body doubles that, all the people in the Avengers have. What are they called?
Oh, yeah, the...
full body replicants?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all going to have one of those, guys. Well, the Sons might already have it because we're super cool.
We're so great. You guys, we're going to take a break.
welcome to my
back to the
show.
show.
What?
Nailed it.
Yo, Super Jinx, you owe me the Coke factory.
I refuse.
Guys,
I
I almost took over our Coke business right there, guys. No one knew it.
I don't toy with black magic.
Guys, what is up, man?
I can't believe it.
I can't believe you guys
I
are
want to
here.
briefly touch upon something we talked about last segment, just real quick.
Yeah?
In the future, Oculus Rift, I'm saying Rumble Roses.
Hold on. I don't care when they make a new Rumble Roses. They need to make a new Rumble Roses.
No, I'm just saying when certain things happen, then that's going to happen for me.
Oh, you mean you're gonna insert yourself into that reality, the world of hot female wrestling?
Well, as an announcer, yeah, because I'm very passionate about the sport.
Honestly, I don't see why we can't all be wrestling announcers. Because listen, we know we have a broadcast talent here. That's why we do the show. But the thing is, we also have a love of wrestling.
Dude, here's the thing. Okay, you know when you're playing Saints Row?
Yeah.
At 3 and 4, and they have the Genki stuff that nobody cares about at all?
Some losers probably care about it, but
Dude,
yes.
The thing is, I love the announcers.
Dude, that's a load of fun. Dude,
Like,
I want to know
they're
how...
the only part that makes it bearable for me. Cause
Dude,
it's like,
it's true.
Most of this sucks, this stuff is bad, but then they're like, haha, funny jokes.
It's true, and they always have something new to say.
Yeah.
My question is, how do you get into the illustrious world of announcing sports events? Because, Bob Costa just walked out there and was like, I'm doing it today, guys. And then he just did it, and then he has a job. You know that...
I think he had to fight Harry Carey for it.
Yeah, maybe. I think you'd have to be named Harry, because you have Harry Carey and Harry Callis, who are both legends.
That's true.
I can't think of any... Well, you have Dan, what's his name? Marino's now one.
Oh, I was about to say, not Dan Rather. He's a sport.
I almost said Dan Aykroyd, who I'm assuming would also be a great sports announcer, because anyone can do it.
Hey, everybody.
Dude, here's another thing I've noticed that is not in any way video game related.
Okay.
Why is it that there's a specific way that newscasters talk that is only true of newscasters? Like, if you ever turn on the news, which I know that nobody does anymore because the TV is a dying media, you'll hear the newscaster and they'll always be like, and then blah, 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 blah.
It's because
it's always like that.
Dude, it's because...
Blah, 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 blah.
What are we, Charlie Brown newscast?
Blah, blah. That's what they all do, though.
No, here's the deal. Okay? I want you to say a phone number.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 5, 2, 3.
Yeah. It's for easy retention.
Really?
Yeah. Because the brain understands rhythms very well.
Dude, they have to go to broadcasting school. Do you really think they get taught that way?
Probably.
Dude, this is some Inception stuff. I feel like
I
I was incepted.
And also it's because if they just talk at a regular tone, it's not very interesting and it doesn't keep the attention very long. Mm-hmm. But if they change the way that they talk and kind of lower sometimes and kind of keep it guessing.
Dude, I guess.
Dude, because here's the thing. Ego Raptor was talking about in one episode of Game Grumps. He was talking about how Billy West talks about a style of voice acting.
Uh-huh.
Like, guys, he's the guy who does Fry on Futurama.
He's very, very famous.
Yeah. If you listen to the way Fry talks, Fry never talks in a straight tone. His voice has a tendency to like curve a lot. Because he tends to start low, he goes to a high, and then he goes back low again. It's very rarely the same tone all the way through.
Dude, there's a sweet science there that we are not aware of.
Yeah.
Clearly, we need to make funnier voices in order for this show to work. So I insist that we talk ridiculously for the rest of the show.
I think that's a good idea, Tom.
I really like the idea, too.
That's pretty good.
It's gonna be great. So, video games are gonna be... Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I have a monotonous voice, and we're all gonna get over that.
Dude, one time I had a speech class in college that I was taking.
Right.
And one of the critiques that one of the people in the audience gave me was that my voice was not monotone, but my voice was very just kind of low and droning, and it was like they were like, it kind of made me want to fall asleep a little bit.
That sounds like a gift.
Well, it could be in some capacity, but it was a viable thing that I had to watch out for.
Yeah, guys, I want you to write in if you've ever used the Suns as a means in which to fall asleep.
Dude, because I use Plinkett reviews to fall asleep.
Dude, of course. That baritone.
He just has a monotone voice.
That
it's very droning.
Sweet baritone. It's all good, guys. Whatever, dude.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Dude, are you one of those losers that needs music to go to sleep? Sorry to all the losers.
I haven't needed it. I used to be that way, yeah.
Dude, I used to know a lot of people who did that, and I just never got it.
It's not that I needed it to fall asleep. It was just I liked having the noise to listen to because I need noise.
Dude, but did you replace it with a fan? Fans are the best.
Well,
Fan's a sleeping tool.
I either had a fan or I had a white noise thing on my phone that I was using for a long time.
What I'm getting at is, can we possibly market a D. Marx monotone talking thing for help people go to sleep? Dude, don't give it away for free.
Oh, sorry.
We need to sell that, all right? I think it would work. I think it would work a lot.
Probably.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell fans that don't actually blow air. They just make that noise. Can you give me... Yeah, thank you. And I think it's going to work out great.
Yeah, dude.
I won't be involved at all, but I will be taking half the profits because it was my idea. Oh, dude, how interested are you in one of those Dyson air blades?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
What's the point of that? Who's like, I love fans, but I can't stand the blades?
Well, the idea is that so it doesn't collect dust on the blades.
Who cares?
Well, people who are allergic to dust care.
People are allergic to money, I guess, because it's $300.
Dude, here's the thing.
It's not even a good fan.
It's turning into one of our classic Just Technology episodes, and I like that a lot.
Dude, it's, what are we going to talk about? Video games? We don't know what
on
video
games podcast?
Guys, I did actually, I just finished Catherine, or I watched Catherine being finished in my room. Catherine's a really cool game, and you guys should play it if you want to. It's got a great story, and it's really neat. Okay, that's the end of video game talk.
Good.
No more video games.
Video games are done now. That's it for us.
Really, it's a cool game, though. It really is. You might be saying, but it's got stupid block puzzles. And you're not wrong to be confused about stupid block puzzles. But the thing is, it's got a really, really cool story. And just I don't want to say atmosphere, but just the overall vibe of it's really neat.
I never really was that interested in it. It never really...
I wasn't either until it was shown to me. And then I was immediately taken with the story and what was going on. Because it was unique and a refreshing difference from what I normally get exposed to, which is men's penises at the park.
That's a real shame. You should probably...
I've called the police
I was going to say, you should probably call
many
the cops
times,
about that.
all right? And they just don't... They don't come
then
anymore.
They show me their penises.
It's weird, right?
That seems like a very serious problem.
I feel like they're singling me out.
Maybe they're robots.
No, what they are is male strippers. I don't have 911 on my phone, so I keep calling the same agency for male strippers. And I say, I need the police, and they come, and they dance, and they take it off, and it's just not helping.
It's hot cops.
It's hot cops.
Hot cops.
I need to... Can you add the number for 911 on my phone one of these days?
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
I just don't have it. It really sucks. I do have 1010-220 on here in case I need to make a collect call on my iPhone.
That's good.
You never know.
French Stewart's making that money.
Dude, remember when there was that time where every single commercial was just another stupid phone service?
Right.
There's like 1010-220, 1010-1010, and like there was some other one.
Yeah. I think 1010-220 is the one I remember the most.
That was the age when TRL was king, guys. We're basically like the Carson Daly of our days.
Yeah,
serving up those hot pop video game charts, you know?
Dude, remember on the second episode of Sons of Vidya where we made a reference to TRL?
No way.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, we made it because we were number one on the TRL Total Request podcast hotline.
Dude, that's good. That's really good.
Guys, the memories, right?
Dude, the memories.
Dude, fall's the time to go back and remember stuff.
Like the olden days of Sons of Vidya when we had a second segment planned.
Or when we had a first segment planned, really.
Dude, I thought of that one and it was good.
It was good, but to say that you planned it is
I planned it 5 minutes in advance. 5 minutes in advance. Dude, you ever carve pumpkins?
Yeah, of course.
Did you ever carve a video game related pumpkin?
No, I've not.
Dude, I had someone say to me that I should make a Triforce pumpkin.
Dude, I told you that.
It doesn't mean you're not somebody. You're somebody to me. Don't you want to feel special?
Okay. That's fair.
If I said nobody told me, you'd be like, wait a minute.
I didn't say that you should do it. I said that I saw someone was doing it.
I don't know how it doesn't make sense from a physics standpoint.
Dude, because, okay, here's the deal. You know how they make the letter O with stencils? They have those lines that keep the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do it like that.
Smart.
Just keep lines.
I never thought about that. It's so brilliant, I can't even take it.
You just keep lines.
You keep lines, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing. Tom, we play a lot of history games, and I've been giving this a lot of thought recently.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything like... Is there a history you can't do in games? Could you have a Holocaust game?
Well, you have millions of World War II games.
But that's not a Holocaust game.
I think you could have a Holocaust game. I think you could. There's for some reason no one seems to want to do a World War I game, but there's
Except for guys, that's something we talk about. I don't think
we could talk about the many mods we're playing right now too. We could talk about that Empire mod that we're playing.
That's true, but people should be looking at that on the YouTube.
Well, we'll talk about it too.
They're actually making a game called. It's in the beta stage.
It doesn't
right
exist already. It's not out.
It's in the beta stages. You can get early access to it. It's called Verdun. It's a World War One squad based shooter. It looks pretty neat.
It looks really neat because you don't see any World War I games. I guess because there's trenches or something, and people don't like trenches.
Well, I think
people think that you can't dive in a hole without making someone upset.
Well, the thing is, I think people assume that the weaponry is kind of boring because there's not really that many like machine guns or anything. So it's pretty much all like bolt action rifles.
I really don't know any of the weapons from World War I. Now that you say it,
They're mostly bolt action rifles.
Yeah, but you think I would be able to like recognize one or two?
Well, I mean, you probably know the heavy hitters.
Yeah, you probably got a Springfield, right?
Yeah, Springfield, good the G98 / Car 98.
Makes sense.
You got the Eddystone. I think that was the British one.
Real talk. When has there ever been a time when a video game has made you want to get a weapon?
Oh yeah, constantly.
Okay, anything in particular that you?
Dude, I've told you this. I've told this a few times on the podcast. The first real time that I actually got into guns was Metal Gear Solid. That was the first game I played where they actually named the guns, and they weren't just like shotgun or rifle or whatever. It was like it's a SOCOM or the FAMAS or the.
So it made you specifically interested in models.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was the first time that I was really aware that guns had models, I guess.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
No, I remember I used to really hate guns until that kind of game.
Dude, one game that I
think actually Battlefield probably convinced me.
Oh, I could see that because that's
good old Battlefield 2. The most precious childhood memories.
Dude, speaking of that Empire mod that we found, there's a game that I used to play as a kid that I wasn't very good at, but it was called Robert E. Lee Civil War General.
I've heard of this.
It's by Sierra, the same people who did World of Conflict.
I thought you said it's a spicy era.
And I'm like, spicy era.
I'm like, what historian's describing the Civil War as the spiciest era of American history?
Era of American history.
Right.
No, it was made by Sierra, the game company.
It was the spiciest of times.
The same people behind World of Conflict, which is another game that I like.
Yeah.
But I wasn't very good at it as a kid, probably because I was a kid and it was a strategy game, and kids aren't really good at strategy games.
What are you talking about? Everyone played Age of Empires as a kid.
Yeah, but I wasn't very good at Age of Empires either.
Good call.
But yeah, but that was a game where you had to worry about like all your weapons and stuff, and I never really got the hang of it. I wonder if I went back now and started playing if I'd be any good. I've been tempted to do it on the Sons.
Really?
Just as a one shot to see if it was.
If we
still
could ever
good.
find it,
please.
Please.
It's a CD game for the 90s. It's on the internet 12 times by now.
That's what you'd think, but you'd have a hard time finding some things. I bet. Which I can't name.
Yeah.
What about that one game? You can't find Streets of SimCity, I bet, which was a vehicular combat game for PC.
I bet you can find that.
That game was awesome, by the way. That was a good game.
I never played it, but I bet you can
probably
find it.
Would have a hard time finding Midtown Madness also.
I think I've seen Midtown Madness.
You probably saw my disc of it, because that's the only way I found it.
Yeah.
Dude, I could name all the old PC games that you couldn't find anymore. I could do it.
Dude, we thought we weren't going to be able to find Chex Quest. We found that.
I don't understand. I think Chex Quest is actually pretty popular.
It's extremely popular.
Well, that's probably why we could find it.
But yeah.
But no one's like, I can't wait to play Destruction Derby.
Speaking of that mod, guys, we found a mod.
Yeah.
Because we had been interested for a while about the possibility of of somebody, not us because we're not good with that kind of stuff, making a mod for Fall of the Samurai, which is the expansion for
Shogun 2.
Shogun 2, thank you. For the American Civil War, because we think that'd be neat.
Because you have all the musket combat already there.
Yeah, and you have Gatling guns.
And you got cannons.
But that doesn't exist. And we were and I was disappointed by that.
And
then
it
I
still
was
doesn't.
And then I was like, wait, Empire has guns and cannons too.
The same kind.
And
basically.
then it totally had. Then there was totally mod for it.
Totally a Civil
War.
War.
Let's play.
It's really neat. It's called A Tale of Two Cities.
Brother versus brother. I think.
Sorry.
Or brother against brother.
Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, it's really neat. You get a full half of America map.
Yeah, you go all the way down to the South America way.
Yeah. And there's you were playing it, not me, so you describe it.
I mean, it's pretty much just the American Civil War using Empire mechanics. It's really cool. You can recruit all your favorite guys, like your Robert E. Lees and your Stonewall Jakesons.
As generals, maybe.
Yeah,
They seem to be more like units.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really not aware of what they're supposed to do, but that's part of the mystery of life.
Part of the mystery of life.
Yeah.
But we're having fun with it now. I'm excited to play more of it.
Yeah, dude.
I really like that we've been using the channel as a means in which to find cool mods and show people them.
Oh yeah,
That's something I enjoy a lot.
Especially in the for the Empire one, the one that we're doing right now. I like that a lot. But we did that with something else too.
You know, with Napoleonic Era? Maybe?
No, I thought we did like a Let's Play of something else. That was like a mod.
Chex Quest is a mod of Doom.
Yeah, that's true. Good call.
I'm sure we did, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's slipping my mind. But that doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter at all.
What's important is that it's all really cool, and you guys should all watch.
Yeah, guys, check it out if you haven't. Check out the YouTube channel if you haven't. If you want to rate... If you want to go back and listen to other podcasts that we've done and rate those highly, because this one probably is getting maybe only a 7 out of 5 from you.
It's a C+.
Like, I want you, like, you know, normally an episode of us, it's like a 10 out of 5.
Yeah.
They have to give us 2 5-star ratings because it's so good.
Of course.
This one's only maybe it's an 8. All right.
It's an 8 out of 5.
8 out of 5.
Yeah.
Guys, do that on the iTunes. Give us a good review. Like us on the YouTube page. It helps people find us. I don't know.
We appreciate the support. We also appreciate just basically hearing from you guys at all.
Emailing's great.
It really brightens up Bizarre's days.
And we want to chat with
Comments
our fans.
on YouTube's, emails, ratings on iTunes. They're all a way that you can communicate with the Sons.
We love getting to
give us your feedback, because we make this stuff for you. We like hearing ourselves talk, but really it's so because we know you like hearing us talk.
Guys, it's constantly satisfying to have fans. Even one fan's good, and we know we have them.
Even a Dyson Airblade.
I don't understand what that means.
Because it's a fan.
Oh, that's not a real fan.
Oh, sorry.
It's not a fan at all. It's not a fan unless it can gather dust.
Okay.
All right.
I did not.
That's
realize
how I define
that was
a fan. All right. Yeah.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
But you know what? Fine. You know how I'm going to make it up to you and the audience?
I got an idea.
With some speed reviews. Tom, this is the top 10 list of games needing to make a comeback. Number 10, Dynamite Heady.
Dynamite Heady is about this woman who works on the corner of, well, I'm not going to give it away, but she's a 10 out of 10. Dashing Desperados.
I gotta be honest, Dashing Desperados sounds like it'd be a pretty cool game. Looks like you play as Peanuts, and, you know, Desperado Peanuts, I'm on board. 10 out of 10. Number 8, Geist.
Geist is a mixture of the word gust and heist, and it's, I guess, you're a piece of wind that's getting all the money out of the cash register. 10 out of 10. Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy, I think, was Dynamite Heady's pimp. He was a real mean son of a bitch, but he took care of his girls. 10 out of 10. Number 6, The Deadly Arts.
Deadly Arts is a game where you do paintings, but you have to kill someone to do it. It's like, but the weird thing is, you don't even, like, use their blood. You stab through them with a paintbrush, and then you use regular paints. What is that? 1 out of 10. Saturday Night Slam Masters.
I had heard that Saturday night was all right for slamming, and Sir Elton did not leave me astray. 9 out of 10. Number 4, Mutant Football League.
Mutant League Football is what you mean to say.
Sorry.
Is a game where you play as a mutant league in football. The MLF was never popular. It just never caught on. It's like the XFL. 10 out of 10. Space Station Silicon Valley.
In this game, he plays Bill Gates, and he's tired of all the poor people. So what he did was he built a satellite. It's kind of like a proto BioShock thing because it's in space and Rapture, and you're Bill Gates' son clone, and it's a whole big thing. But there are big daddies, but they all look like Steve Jobs. 10 out of 10. Number 2, Live a Live.
It's actually Live Alive. It's a rare concert showing of the band Live, which everyone loves all their classic hits, like Thunder Crashing and...
Didn't they do Hemorrhage in My Hand?
No, that was Fuel.
Oh, yeah.
They also did... They had another song, man. Yeah, the guys are all bald and they don't wear shirts, though. So they get a 0 out of 10. Cyborg Justice.
Cyborg Justice is how we get justice for all of the cyborgs. Or maybe it's justice against the cyborgs. Or maybe it's a man named Justice who is a cyborg. You know what? It's all confusing, so all of them are going to get a 10 out of 10.
We did it!
Guys, we're going to see you next week.